Hi, my name is Safa Mogharebi. I'm an SIE from Germany, and today we want to talk about some RPC Connect features. This video will only touch on a portion of the new features available in the new RPC Connect product. To fully leverage the power of this new platform, we highly recommend that you engage with MTS training. To do this, just simply go to the MTS website, click on Services, click on Training, click on Training Courses. Scroll down, here you see all the training stuff we have, like classroom and on-site training. And down below, you will find for the beginners, for the RPC Connect beginners, the basic software operation course. Then for our Switch users, the people coming from the old RPC Pro product. And here on the right, you see the RPC Connect Advanced Software Operation course. So today we're going to talk about a feature in RPC Connect Stage Simulate. This is a so-called scheduled iterations feature, and this is located here to rewatch the video. So we are on the simulate stage, and then we are talking about the improved iteration strategies through scheduled iterations. As usual, we jump into a short presentation, and then we go on for a hands-on example. So just to briefly remind you, the simulate stage is the stage which connects each of the RPC Connect stages, which you see here are grayed out, and it's a pretty important stage to know about. And it is good to know some iteration strategies to use later on to maybe reduce your time. And this is one of the features I want to introduce here. So we are able to schedule iterations and gains in advance. That means that if we have a specimen which behaves similar to a specimen we already did an iteration on, we can pre-schedule these iteration gains and schedule them, and hopefully the iteration runs smoother than from starting from scratch. And that is the basic idea behind the scheduled iterations. So this is how it looks like in RPC Connect. If you are in the simulate stage, again in the wizard, you will find a node which is called Run Iterations. And there you see the automatic iterations. If you type in a number here for automatic iterations, the gains will be all the same for the steps you schedule here. So in this time, 4 steps will be used the same gains as you set for the response, and of course the drive nodes here, or drive tabs. But in advance, for the so-called scheduled iterations, you see popping up numbers here. So in this time, we have 7 iteration steps, so starting from 0, ending to 6. And these 6 iteration steps can be used to predefine your iteration strategy. And this is what we want to show you in the RPC Connect software in a second. Furthermore, you have a lot of buttons here next or above the iteration strategy panel. And with the help of that, you can create a short report, or you can copy iteration settings changes to subsequent iterations. And all these buttons here above will be discussed about in the training courses at MTS. But just to let you know, these buttons will, let's say, predefine or help you to a little bit more precisely define your scheduled iterations here. Okay, it's time for some practice. Let's hop in the software and go for an example here. So now we are in the simulate stage, and we have a 329 demo system with 4 corners in this time. And we are directly here in the run iterations node. So currently you see here we have 2 iteration steps, and the iteration steps are here all on the wheel force transducer for each corner. So if I type in a number of 10, for example, here, we will get 10 iteration steps in total, and then now all consisting of with the same gains I scheduled here for the drive and for the response side. Once you have, let's say, done this iteration for a twist beam or whatever, and you get a similar specimen, you can copy and paste your gains here into the pre-scheduled iterations, and then click on load, drive, and run, and the iteration will start right away, and RPC will take care of the gains you set here. So if I type in, for example, here for the FY channels, which might not converge at the beginning, I type in a gain of 0.1 for each corner, for example. And then after, let's say, several steps, I want to raise them a little bit up and go up to a 0.6 for whatever reason. That's just an example here. These are the gains I pre-schedule here now manually, because out of experience or out of let's say, a previous project, I can really use them and just copy and paste them here. This is the idea. I think that my specimen will converge with that strategy as best in the best case. So now we have like starting with 0.4, then it goes down to 0.1, and in the end we go up to 0.6 for the FY channels. And this is easily how you pre-schedule your iterations, and then click on generate, load, drive, and run, and all the steps will be done with the iteration gains you set. Okay, with that, I want to say thank you for your attention and see you next time.